you're watching Cait Straight Up and I am Caitlin, and today we are going to make something super awesome, super fabulous. I always say that, but they are going to be delicious. We are going to make veggie stuffed potatoes. So these potatoes can serve as a side or appetizer, but they can also serve as a full meal. I've had these for lunch many times, and I'm telling you, they're like the perfect microwavable snack that you can have a bunch of them in your fridge and then come back to them. So the way that you're going to start is just go ahead and bake your potatoes as you normally would for a baked potato. I have to admit, I find the easiest way to do it in the microwave. I do 6 to 8 minutes for 2 potatoes, poke some holes in it, and it works perfectly. But go ahead and boil them or bake them in the oven, however you normally bake a potato. After that, you're going to slice them in half and just scoop out the majority of the center into a bowl. We're going to actually create a filling that we're going to put back into what I like to call our potato boats. It's not exactly quite like a potato skin, but we are kind of scooping out some of that potato ahead of time so we could stuff it with our delicious potato and cheese and veggie filling. So just get a scooper and scoop it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't want all your potato out, but while you're scraping out your potatoes, you're going to want to do it carefully because you don't want to break the skin. You do want to have a nice boat to stuff, so scrape carefully. So believe it or not, the potato is not the main star of this dish. We want to stuff our potatoes with some delicious veggies that get us that kind of feel-good feeling, but also we're getting a little bit of potato with it. So I like to do a mix of some green pepper, some red onion, and a little bit of broccoli, as well as some cheese. So depending on how many potatoes you're making, that's going to determine how much veggies you need. But I think that about a half of a small green bell pepper should be good. And then we're going to do a little bit of some red onion. Just break that on in. We'll give it a stir, don't you worry. Same thing, a small red onion, and then some broccoli. You're going to want your broccoli cut up nice and small because this is going to top your potato. We're going to actually put this filling kind of right on top, all these veggies into that potato boat. So you don't want any big pieces of broccoli kind of weighing your potato down. So make sure you chop it up nice and small. So then you're going to just give your ingredients a nice swirl here. It's not going to actually make like a potato salad or anything, so don't expect that. But we do want our ingredients and our potato to kind of be mixed together before we add our cheese. We're not smothering the top of these. These are not potato skins. These are supposed to be like a semi-healthy with a little bit of fun lunch. So I usually just sprinkle a little bit of cheese into my mixture, maybe about 1/4 of a cup. I'm using a Colby Jack, but go ahead and try a sharp cheddar or anything like that. And just mix it in, because then we're going to have to use our hands and stuff the top of these potatoes. So our oven is preheated and we have our mixture ready and we have our potato boats laid out on a tray. All we're going to do is just kind of stuff full our boats with our veggie mixture. That little bit of potato is actually going to kind of help solidify it as we put it in, as if you were making like a potato skin or a loaded baked potato. So we'll go through and do each potato first, and then we'll come through and kind of give them that heaping round that really kind of makes it fun. So go through once, get them looking good, and then make that nice heaping veggie feel. So once you have your veggie potatoes stuffed, they're going into a 400-degree oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Depending on how they're stuffed and how much cheese and veggies you have in them, that would determine your cook time. But you'll be able to tell when your veggies are cooked down enough and they are ready to be eaten. Now tell me that these veggie stuffed potatoes don't look to die for. 10 to 15 minutes in the oven, mine were about 10 to 11, perfect. The veggies are nice and cooked. There's that little bit of cheese to let you have some fun. The potato, I mean, literally, these things are like an appetizer or a full meal because they are loaded with like super tasty fabulousness that you are going to love. Make sure to subscribe to Cait Straight Up for more recipes like this one every Tuesday. Find me on Instagram, Cait Straight Up Cooking. Let's connect there. I want to see what you're cooking as well. And other than that, guys, come hang out with me. I always love every minute we have together, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Enjoy these. You're going to love them.